Hi, it's Christina Fletcher from Spiritually Aware Living, and today I want to work with you a little bit on passing things over to the universe. You know, everyone on this planet is dealing with a lot of different things, and no matter how often you practice spiritual awareness, no matter how many tools you gather, it always falls into a space that we feel like we have to deal with things on our own before reaching out to divine and before actually connecting spiritually. It's almost like there's some story of unworthiness that we don't want to bring our problems to divine. Instead, we want to sort them out first and then we can spiritually connect. And yet the truth is that the universe is always right there waiting to support you through all of the challenges that you're currently having. It doesn't matter how small that challenge is, your angels are waiting for you to ask for that support. And I'm using angels lightly here. You can use the universe, you can use God, you can use goddess, you can use all that is. All that isness, that divine source of energy is waiting to support you whenever you're ready to pass that over. And yet, so often, there's all of those stresses that just seem like you're taking them all on for yourself. Well, today I'm going to give you a really fun and simple process that you can do to literally hand over the stress and hand over the challenges. Okay, so I want you to feel the freedom of this, and I want you to really lean into this, but you're going to have to be a little playful with me because I have a theater background, so, mime and improvisation and those kind of things are in my blood somewhere, but I want you to kind of just no one's watching, so I want you to feel free to lean into this, just for a moment. Even if you just imagine, when you were a child and you used to just play pretend, that's what we're going to kind of do here, because there's a powerful shift when you actually physically physicalize passing something over, when you actually go through the steps of handing over your stress. So this is what we're going to do. This is a technique that I call the box. And the box is designed in order for you to take all of those stresses and all of the different struggles that you're dealing with and all the things that you're feeling you're carrying on your own, and you're going to hand them over to the universe. So this is what you're going to do. Imagine that you're holding a box. You can have this whatever size you want, but feel the sides of it. So with your hands, just hold your hands out. Nobody's looking. So hold your hands out and just feel the sides of your box and feel the shape of your box. So imagine it's Christmas time, right? And you have your gift box in front of you and you sit this box in front of you. All right. So you have your box and you shape it. And once you have your box in your mind's eye and in front of you, I want you to imagine your biggest stresses that you have right now. So with those stresses, you're going to start putting them into the box. So that can be the stress of, maybe your children, or the stress of your partner, or the stress of money, or the stress of that neighbor who has that annoying dog who keeps waking you up in the middle of the night. And you start putting all of these different things into this box. Okay, can you feel it? Feel all of these different things that you're dealing with, and you are putting them into this box. All right, they're there in front of you. You've acknowledged them. All right, they're there in front of you in this box. And then I want you to take the lid and I want you to put it on top of that box. All right, so you've got that lid on that box. All right, honestly, it's always nice to dress things up for the universe. So then I want you to imagine that you're going to put a nice ribbon on it and you're going to make this box decorated like a beautiful gift. You might as well take care of all your stresses and struggles as well. This is part of your human experience. These are important. You've put a lot of energy into these. So let's take care of them. So you're going to wrap up your present. All right. And you have this in a beautiful gift box, a beautiful bow. Allow it to be in front of you and take a moment to really feel the energy of all that you've put in there. Okay. And I want you to take a really deep breath, and I want you to take that box. And as you take that deep breath, I want you to lift it up and hand it over to the universe. You hand it all over, and it is received with thanks. Because as I said, your spirit guides, your universal source is always wanting and trying to support you and help you in whatever way it can and whatever way you're going to let it. So hand those stresses right over. Now, your brain might kick in a little bit and be like, oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And you can tell yourself it's okay. When you are needed for all those stresses, when you need to do something, the universe is going to let you know. The universe is going to nudge you in the right direction. You haven't just ditched those issues. You've handed it over to what's known as the universal manager, and they are going to take care of it. All right, now take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the relief of knowing that you're not in this alone. You're not in this alone. You have a massive spiritual team that is holding you in love and support. And with that, you can lean into them and rely on them and ask for help whenever you need. All right, so that's the box. And you're passing over all your stresses. I honestly pull this out whenever it starts to feel a little bombarding. You know, a while ago we did the octopus. That's another video that you'll find on the YouTube channel. And within that, you know, you start noticing the things that are weighing on you. In this way, you just release and allow them to be taken over so that you have support that you need. All right. If this is something that you think you want to use more often, you can do a few little things to remind yourself to use this practice. You can, maybe get a little box that you stick on your desk so that whenever you have issues, you can remind yourself by looking at the box and then you just pull it out. You can actually even write down the challenges that you have and pop it in a nice box if that's something that if you struggle in the actual mime process of that. And also, journaling about it and making sure that you are giving yourself permission to acknowledge the shifts that it takes. It's important to have reminders in place, as you know that. If you like this tool, I also want to suggest that, hey, this is how I work this with my clients all the time. And developing that relationship with your spiritual source is really what I help you do so that you can rely on that inner guidance, so that you do have that inner calling within you. And then you feel when it is time for you to pass those things over. All right. So if this is something that you want to work with, or if you're just curious about what other kind of tools I got up my sleeve, because I got lots, then by all means, just book a call below. It's a free chat. We'll get on a call and you can just see what actually working with me looks like and what kind of ways that I offer those tools. And we can also just get to know each other and connect, because that's always really, really important in these crazy times that we live in. It's important to have that human connection. So book a time below. And also, let me know. Pop on to social media or drop me an email at Christina@spirituallywhereliving. I want to know what the box does for you and how it feels that shift. All right, let me know. Love and light. Be well.